Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, World Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 8 Blitz Nation tank destroyer, the Deathstar. You see, a lot of people are excited about the KV2JR, which is the Tier 9 Blitz Nation Heavy that has been released. But I am more focused on this Tier 8. You see, the GSOR is a double-shot British tank destroyer. It features quite a dangerous gun. It deals 440 damage with a high explosive, and that means in 2 shots, in 2.5 seconds, it can deal 880 damage. Really dangerous, but it's a little bit mediocre on the accuracy, and its mobility has a very poor power to weight of 14.5 for the top speed of 50. It basically never reaches 50. Well, the Deathstar is here to take all of those expectations and blow them out of the water. The Deathstar reaches a top speed of 46. And it has a power to weight of 19, so this tank is fast. It features a 3-shot gun that deals 370 damage per shot, meaning that you deal 1110 in total. And it's only got a 2.2 second interclip. So that means that this tank in 4.4 seconds can deal 1100 damage as long as you pen the high explosive, which features 180 mils of pen. Oh, I should also mention that even firing AP, the vehicle still has 2600 damage per minute. It also features a base dispersion value of 0.3. I'm running refined gun, which gives it 0.25. What the heck? So this thing is accurate, it's mobile, and it has a ridiculously dangerous, accurate gun with high levels of DPM and penetration. What was Wargaming cooking here, guys? I really don't know, because this tank is a little bit insane. The only downside is that it's quite a large vehicle. It's got poor reverse speed, but not awful. I mean, 14 isn't the worst reverse speed ever. It's just a little bit mediocre, but it's not the worst. And yeah, I mean, when you pair all these things together, this is just a recipe for one of the most dangerous tanks in Tier 8. Now, do I think the average player is going to be scary in it? No. I think, yeah, like the AP shells are going to hurt if somebody's clipping you, but it's no more dangerous than any other, autoloader. And a Mil 2 can deal 900 damage in 6 seconds. This sure will deal it a little bit faster in 4.4, but it's really the Hesh that allows this tank to be dangerous. But it's all down to whether you are able to take advantage of the Hesh. So we're going to see what we can do here. But I can tell you for a fact that this is an overpowered tank. I mean, you need a rocket scientist to explain why 1100 damage in 4 seconds is a little stupid down in Tier 8. And by the way, look at the mobility on this thing. I mean, we're already going upwards of 46 kilometers per hour. This thing is really fast. Like, faster than it has any right to be for the gun that it features. It's a little bit stinky. So we are going to head towards medium flank, and that is for 2 reasons. First of all, they only have 1 medium, so I'm really hoping that they don't send their heavies here, and we can take advantage of their heavies on the heavy flank. Oh, well, we got the T-34-100. Actually, you know what? That T-34-100 has 1150 health. Well, there's 1 385, there's 2 386, and if our teammate didn't shoot him, we would have full killed him, most likely. We did get shot for 330. That's most likely by an AMX CDA. It's a little stupid that you can even see me from that angle, but whatever. We're going to reload here. We got the Borsig on the flank, and, well, not able to hit the Borsig, unfortunate, but he got bled out quite a bit, so I can't get all too disappointed. We have the enemy Smasher on the side over here, and we are going to aim it on the rear of that Smasher. Oh, really? Okay, well, that one did nothing. Very, very sad. Okay, well, not much else to do here but wait. Maybe our T-28 prototype will spot something, or not. Rather surprising, actually. Okay, I'm going to keep my 2 shells loaded for now, because there's no reason to not really have them loaded. Wow, we bounced the side of that Smasher. That's very, very disappointing. Smasher is not going to back up yet, so I'm just going to reload the clip at this point. We're going to move up a ridgeline here. And we got 10 seconds on our reload. Well, we got the CDA. That's most likely where I was shot from. The CDA was probably on top of that ridge and was able to hit us. Alright, well, the T-25-2 shooting out the Smasher. And let's see. Smasher is getting rushed, which is probably not what he wants. And bye-bye. Alright, Smasher's gone. CDA's up top that ridge, it looks like, again. We're just not really able to do much here. I mean, I'm trying to get out bleeds, but the enemy team is not really allowing us to do that. They're just kind of falling apart. Well, that CDA is in the perfect spot for us to not be able to hit him. But there you go. Now he's moving up. Let's see. Yeah, really not much is going on here. I'm going to be completely real. We do have the Emil. We got 1 shell into his tank, and there you go. we got 600 damage off of the Emil. That's pretty good. You can see why the intra-clip is just so dangerous on this tank. I mean, it reloads so incredibly fast. Alright, I've done enough camping. Nothing's going on. This game's kind of boring, so let's make our way into the front here and see what we can do. The fact that I can literally full clip like a CDA is kind of crazy when you do think about it, though. Alright, well, I'm going to ignore the CDA for now. We are going to push to the rear of the T-77. I'm going to ignore the Emil. We're just going to see what we can do to the T-77 here. Let us see. Well, we're right behind him, and, well, there is one pen, 250, and we're going to try and HE him. There you go, 326, and one more. There you go, 337. That was a full health T-77 a moment ago, and now he has 68 health. Well, we are going to reload, and let's... I don't know, this Black Prince is not very smart, I'm going to be honest. Well, let's see. I'm just going to let that Black Prince do whatever he wants to over there. We are going to focus this enemy CDA and try to help out our teammate. Problem is our CDC is not helping us, but there you go. We got the shell out. Pretty good. And let's see. The AMX is probably going to shoot the Black Prince. He does. He dies. And... okay, game. That's incredible. I don't know what to say there. That's not the tank's fault. That's just a classic wargaming moment. Oh well. We reload. We got 7 seconds left on the reload as it is. And we did a fine job this game. I mean, this wasn't even an anything out of the ordinary battle. This tank is just really, really stupid. So there you go. We get one shot, and we aim in, and we get 2. There you go. So that was 5 kills. Not only that, but we did 3,200 damage. Apparently I'm lucky, though. You know, I'm very lucky that the T-77 just so happened to drive out sideways and give me his track wheel. Either way, pretty easy game. And we aced it. Well, that's not very surprising, as not too many people have their hands on this vehicle yet. But, yeah, I mean, what the heck. This thing is a little stupid. Let's do one more game, and let's see if the Deathstar can obviously get a similar result. But you can already see why this vehicle is a little stupid. However, there is one big downside of this vehicle I should mention right now, and it's a downside that is inevitable to deal with, and that is tank destroyers. At the end of the day, tank destroyers just aren't great at dealing with losing situations, and this is a fairly lightly armored TD. You're not going to get high explosived, but you are going to be quite easily penned from the majority of players on the enemy team. I mean, you're just not going to get bounces. And the problem with that is you're in a large vehicle with very little armor, and you are relying on the fact that your team is alive and distracts enemies for you. That itself is a big problem, because at the end of the day, teammates suck, and the matchmaker has been doing a very bad job of not creating steamrolls lately. This tank does very well when you're given a battle like our last one, where it's a decently long game. You have the opportunity to take advantage of your enemies and catch them out in the open. But ever so lately, that just hasn't been happening. So because of that, yeah, you can already see where I'm going with this. Just teams in general have not been nearly as workable. So that's going to be your big hardship in this tank, is just dealing with bad teammates. But, well, we'll see what we can do here. We got the 92E1 who absolutely claps the AMX defender. Oh, yeah. Remember when I was talking about bad teammates? There's our RU-251. Wow. What a player, guys. What a player. Well, we are hopefully going to be able to clear the... nope. You know why we weren't able to clear him? We actually had the perfect shot. You know why? Because for some reason, Wargaming... well, it's not... The problem is that the game doesn't detect vehicles until they've already gotten halfway through cover. Like you saw there, the AMX defender did not get detected until he was already past the opening. And the problem is that this game's tick rate does not allow for the detection of vehicles until they're already past whatever that position is, which is really annoying. But there's nothing you can really do about it. That's just how the game's... oh boy. That's just how the game's spotting mechanics work. So we got the WZ-114. There's a 378 Hesh. There's a 317 and a 324. Well, that's still pretty dangerous. We just took about 1,000 health off of that enemy 114, which is pretty good if you ask me. Again, this tank is dangerous. When you get it to work, you get that gun to slap, this thing is an absolute beast. So what are we going to do here? Well, I was going to YOLO that Progetto, but he's dead already, so I guess we're not going to YOLO him. That AMX defender is still somehow alive. I don't even know how, but I'm not really going to worry about him right now. we are going to... Well, we're going to kind of flank here. Let's see. We got the T-28 on our side. Is the T-28 actually right over here? It's hard to tell. No, looks like he's not. Okay. Well, we got the Progetto. We got the T-28 prototype. That's what I'm going to aim it on right now. There you go. 463. 241. He's dead. We're going to put on our reload. We're at 2,000 damage now. I mean, you can see just how quickly this tank gets out damage. It's actually scary how quick you can delete something in this vehicle. So, we got the Progetto. And I don't really care about the prog, to be honest. I don't even care if he shoots me. But if he is looking at me, it's going to be a little annoying because, yeah, whatever. I didn't want to have to waste my clip reload on him. That's all that I didn't want to do. Like, I obviously want to try and get out as much damage. Ah, boy. All I want to do is get damage out. That's it. It's a very simple task coming from Droodles here. But unfortunately... Okay. Okay, T-28. That thing's reload is ridiculously fast. You know what's going to be really annoying was we're going to spend all this time driving over here. Yep, there it is. I could have just clipped the T-28. That's really, really disappointing. Oh, well. And now the T-28's going to get lit on fire, and all of that damage is going to leave as well. Whoa! By the way, our RU is still in spawn. That RU has not moved the entire game. What a player. You know, what a player. That's really all my brain can say. Just what a player. Well, maybe we'll be able to get a little bit of damage into the T-28. We're going to find out, right? Well, there's one pen into his tank, and 2 pens. There you go. We did 2,500 damage. Not a bad result. I mean, there just wasn't anything to do here. I was really hoping we could get behind the T-2020, and we could clip him for 1,100. But unfortunately, our team was able to push fast enough, and that was over in an instant. Black Goldville, or not Black Goldville, Fort Despair in general is one of the worst maps for a tank destroyer, especially one with very little armor, mainly because of the fact there's nowhere to hide your tank. There's almost no bushes apart from on the medium flank, and as we saw, the enemy team really didn't go to the medium side, so there's just nowhere to really hide your tank on a map like Fort Despair. So because of that, it kind of sucks, and yeah, it's just rather cringe. But we're now on Canal, and Canal is a map that does allow you to do decently in tank destroyers. And because of that, you can actually get out some very dangerous results. So we're going to see if we can do that right now. We got an M4A1 Rev, we got a Leo, and a Type 59. They have 3 mediums as well, actually 4. They have a Type 62 Panther, Leo, and T-44. Okay, well, I'm actually going to... I wanted to go up that hill, but I think playing a little bit more aggressive might be the play here. T-44 is already detected, and oh, there's the Type 62. Oh, there's the Panther. I don't care. I'm still going wide. I refuse to let these players stop me from doing my job. We're going to go all the way over here, and let's see. Let us indeedler see. Okay, gun. That was an incredible shot from my tank. Well, we got 1 pen into the T-44, and we got a shell right into his... I mean, you can just cut right through the gun on the T-44. They may have buffed the hull, but they did not buff the turret, so it's really not that challenging of a vehicle to deal with, if you ask me. Alright, well, we got the Panther on the side over here, and I'm just gonna... I know this is a little bit risky, but... well, this tank does actually have some armor against a tank like the Panther. I just really wanted to get a little bit of extra damage out here. However, it looks like... Well, we should actually be able to. There's 1 pen into the enemy Panther, 380. There's 2. That's 750. I mean, that's ridiculous. We just took a full health Panther down to, like, literally a one-shot for the majority of our teammates in just a moment there. And then our Tankenstein shot him in the rear, so he's dead. T-44 is dead. I swear I saw 3 tanks. Yeah, there was a Type 62 over there as well, but I guess the Type 62 managed to get away, because I don't know where he went. Oh, well. We're going to flank behind the enemy heavies over here. We see the Leo, and yeah, what I'm hoping at this point is that we can... Oh, actually, you know what? This Tiger one is kind of sitting right in the farm juicing spot, but I got to be careful because they got other tanks, obviously. They got the T-34, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to squeeze right behind this Tiger, and we're going to see if I can just absolutely demolish him. So there you go, 400 damage shell. There you go, 460, and you know what? Okay, well, never mind. We may have killed ourselves. Oh, no, we're alright, we're alright. I was a little worried there for a moment, but it looks like we were okay. That Hess shell not penning the Leo was really bad for us. That was about as bad as it could get. We got the Shark, who Thinks he's hot stuff because he's going to rush us here. Let's see how that works out for this shark. Shall we? Okay. And, let's see. Hello, buddy boy. There's 1 pen into your vehicle, 2 pens into your tank, and, well, we're not able to H him, but my roll worked fine, and we were able to clear him. Yeah, that went well for that shark, didn't it? Oh, yeah, that was a great play. Well, we're already up to 3,200 damage, and this will be an easy win. I mean, this tank is just crazy. It really is. There's nothing else needed to be said, if you want my opinion. 3 games, 3 pretty solid wins. We're going to make our way to the T-34. He just shot, so he's on reload. And we are going to try and take advantage of that by pushing him here. There is a non-pen, unfortunate. There is a non-pen, unfortunate. And we got 1 pen out. Well, that was just our RNG not liking us. I am running Refined Gun over V-Stabs, but I had to slam those shells as fast as I could because, as we saw, the T-34 reloaded right after we got the 3rd one out. So we just got unlucky that our shots didn't pen. I probably could have fired AP and we would have penned both of them, but I can't really get mad. That was a 3,700 damage result. We did top on the team, and we did a fine job. So at the end of the day, the Deathstar is insane. It really is. The damage output, the mobility, and the DPM is just ridiculously capable, and it makes this one of the strongest tier 8s. I think it's overpowered. At least the gun is overpowered. The tank itself, the armor's pretty mid. Its camo values aren't the best. I forgot to put camo net on it, but even then, you're gonna have to be a little careful in this vehicle. But the gun is crazy, and in a good player's hands, I think this is one of the most dangerous tanks in tier 8. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.